Let's jump right into this explainer. The FIFA World Cup is without a doubt football's ultimate prize. But some of the absolute titans of the sport, guys with monumental achievements, never managed to lift that iconic golden trophy.
I mean, dominating club football, shattering records left and right, scooping up Ballon d'Or awards, that's incredible. But a World Cup victory? That cements a legacy like nothing else. It's the one thing that transforms a really great player into an absolute immortal legend.
But hey, football isn't always fair, right? Individual brilliance simply doesn't guarantee international supremacy. So today we're counting down 8 generational talents who came agonizingly close to glory but never quite became world champions.
Chapter 1. Golden Era Giants.
Look, long before Pele, before Maradona, there was Ferenc Puskás. He led the legendary Hungarian national team, the Mighty Magyars, which was arguably one of the strongest squads football has ever seen. I mean, they went into the 1954 World Cup as overwhelming favorites. They honestly looked unstoppable. But then, the miracle of Bern happened. It was one of the biggest shocks in sports history. West Germany actually defeated Hungary 3-2. It was Hungary's only defeat of that entire era, and devastatingly, it happened in the final. Puskás would never get another shot at it.
Moving into the next decade, we hit another colossal figure. Before Cristiano Ronaldo, Portugal's greatest football icon was undeniably Eusébio. And man, at the 1966 World Cup, he absolutely lit up the tournament. He finished as the top scorer and carried Portugal to a third-place finish. Yet the trophy remained just out of reach. Even today, you'll hear people talk about him as one of the finest forwards the game has ever produced.
Then there's George Best. He possessed a level of raw, natural talent that just left defenders completely helpless. The Manchester United superstar won the Ballon d'Or and was a massive global icon. But unfortunately, Northern Ireland just couldn't provide him with a realistic chance to compete for World Cup glory during his peak years. For football romantics, Best remains the ultimate what-if story in the history of the sport.
Chapter 2. Visionaries of the 70s.
Now, if football ever had a true visionary, it was Johan Cruyff. This Dutch genius completely revolutionized the game with total football. It's a system that influenced Ajax, Barcelona, and honestly, the entire sport for decades. He led a totally astonishing Netherlands team to the 1974 World Cup final, and everyone, I mean everyone, believed that golden trophy was already theirs.
Well, West Germany had other plans. Despite winning 3 Ballon d'Or awards and becoming one of the most influential figures to ever step on a pitch, Cruyff was thwarted at the very final hurdle. A lot of fans actually still passionately consider him the absolute greatest player never to win it all.
3 consecutive Ballon d'Or awards. Think about that for a second. Winning just 1 is a lifetime achievement, but winning 3 in a row? That is the mark of a generation-defining talent. And that was French icon Michel Platini.
Platini was a European champion with a truly extraordinary legacy. But his World Cup campaigns? They were just a story of agonizing near misses. France made it to the semifinals in both 1982 and 1986, but fell short both times. Platini just could never quite push past that penultimate step.
Chapter 3. The 90s and beyond.
While his absolute peak came slightly earlier, bridging the gap into the modern era is Zico. Ask any football historian about the greatest team never to win a World Cup, and they'll immediately point to Brazil in 1982. At the heart of that magical squad was Zico, combining this unmatched elegance, creativity, and incredible vision. They completely dazzled the globe, right until they met Italy in a shockingly legendary elimination. A lot of purists still say football itself was robbed that year.
Then, of course, we have Paolo Maldini. Honestly, few have ever matched the AC Milan legend. He became the global gold standard for defenders, winning absolutely everything at the club level, the whole shebang. But the World Cup, that remained his unfinished business. The closest he got was the 1994 final against Brazil. The match goes all the way to a penalty shootout, and Italy loses. Just like that, the dream was over.
Now, this next name might actually surprise a few people. Cristiano Ronaldo has conquered almost every single milestone the sport has to offer. We're talking 5 Ballon d'Or awards, multiple Champions League titles, European Championship glory with Portugal, and thousands of historical records totally shattered. But not the World Cup. Portugal never managed to reach a World Cup final during any of his appearances. It leaves this one glaring omission, probably the final missing piece in one of football's greatest, most decorated careers ever.
A lot of fans today consider Ronaldo the greatest modern player never to win football's biggest prize.
So what makes a champion? If these legends couldn't do it, what exactly is the secret formula?
You see, winning the World Cup requires way more than just legendary talent. Honestly, talent is just the entry fee. It takes perfect timing, it requires an incredibly cohesive team around you, and, crucially, it demands a little bit of luck. Sometimes, even the absolute greatest players in history just don't get all of those elements aligning at the exact right time.
Cruyff, Puskás, Zico, Platini, Maldini, Eusébio, George Best, Cristiano Ronaldo. These are legends who literally changed football forever, inspired millions, and left an indelible mark on history. But they never got to lift the World Cup.
We've explored the history and the heartbreak today, but now we want to hear from you. Looking at this incredible list of talent, which of these uncrowned kings do you think most deserve to win it all? Who was truly robbed by fate? Let us know down in the comments, and keep exploring the beautiful game.